Hi, this is Steve Dale, and I'm the principal attorney at the Dale Law Firm. We're recording this in January of 2025, and in this presentation, we would like to review the basics of public benefits in California. But before we get started, let's review a couple of things. As I like to say, disability and simple are two words that just don't go together. And when we're talking about public benefit programs, not only are the programs not simple, but their applications are often subject to wild interpretations, especially by Social Security eligibility workers for supplemental security income recipients. These concepts are often hard for professionals to understand, and for persons with cognitive challenges, making sense of these programs can be overwhelming. So as you view this program, here's a couple of things to keep in mind. First off, these programs are for education purposes only, and they're not intended to be a substitute for legal counseling. Laws concerning benefits and their application are subject to change. So please check with the Dale Law Firm website for resources to assist in understanding these programs. Also, in many cases, hiring a care manager or a care management agency can assist in the practical application of these programs and help to prevent critical mistakes, as well as make certain that the benefits recipient is getting the services that are essential to ensure their quality of life. The first thing you should do when you get started is to get a benefits verification letter. One very common mistake is to assume that a benefits recipient is on one specific program, and in fact, they could be on something altogether different. The Social Security Administration program administers two disability benefit programs, the Social Security Disability Insurance Program and the SSI program. To ensure that we're applying the right rules for a benefits recipient, it is really a best practice that the benefits recipient or their recipient's representative payee secure a benefits verification letter from the Social Security Administration. This is actually relatively easy to do by going to ssa.gov and look for the link that says click here to receive the benefits verification letter. There are basically two categories of public benefits that a beneficiary of a special needs trust might commonly be receiving. The first category are the needs-based benefits, and what is common with the needs-based benefits is that they require not only a showing that the benefit recipient has a need based on disability, but also a limitation on their income and resources. Now contrast that with the second category of benefits, which are the entitlements. For entitlements, you merely required to have the benefits recipient show a need based on disability, but there are no income or resource limitations. So for needs-based benefits, some of the most common benefits we're going to deal with here are things like supplemental security income or SSI, Medi-Cal or in-home support services, CalFresh, which was formerly called food stamps, and housing subsidies or Section 8. Now, the entitlements include the Social Security Disability Insurance programs, which commonly can be divided into two groups. One is the SSDI for the employee themselves, but also the Childhood Disability Benefit Program for a child of a SSDI recipient. Also with that is Medicare. Now, another way to look at this is that the needs-based cash assistance program is supplemental security income, and the medical program tied to SSI is Medi-Cal, which is Medicaid in other states. For persons who are receiving Social Security payments based on disability, the SSDI recipient is eligible for Medicare after 24 months of a qualifying period. It is very common that a beneficiary of a special needs trust could be on all four programs at the same time. So it's important to understand how each program works and how they interact with each other. For the next segment of this program, if the benefits recipient is receiving SSI, go to Part 1, which will discuss the basics of SSI eligibility as well as Medi-Cal based on SSI eligibility. If the benefits recipient is not receiving SSI, go to SSDI for injured workers or childhood disability benefits for children whose disability began before the age of 22 and has a parent currently receiving either SSDI or Social Security retirement. And we will also cover the basics of Medicare. Part 3 are folks that are not receiving SSI but need Medi-Cal, and that will cover the aged and disabled federal poverty level Medi-Cal program.